This 4x4 has been driven by Gabriel Boc of the Green Climate Fund and Marieke Van Schie of Craft. It was recorded at the AGRF conference in Kigali in 2022. How is the Green Climate Fund supporting climate adaptation in agriculture?
The Green Climate Fund, as the world's largest climate fund, has been mandated from its creation to invest both in adaptation and mitigation. So we believe at the Green Climate Fund that climate adaptation needs to complement all the efforts that are already ongoing into mitigation to address the already existing climate risks as well as the different geographies in which we operate. And we are looking constantly for partners that can integrate in our business model and help us deliver adaptation projects and programs. And we are actively scouting for partners that can deliver together with us adaptation programs. In addition to that, we are looking at working across cross-cutting projects that target both mitigation and deliver mitigation benefits, but that also bring adaptation to beneficiaries. One example in agriculture are the programs that bring together the food, water, and energy aspects together, that allow transition from the use of fossil fuel in irrigation and pumping towards solar, but at the same time introduce to rain-fed production the benefits of having a steady supply of water. There are a number of already existing technologies for adaptation on the market, but they are still perceived by private investors as being risky or not sufficiently at scale. So what we try to do at the Green Climate Fund is to deploy our concessional finance and our different financial instruments to help investors overcome these obstacles and collaborate with smallholder farmers and bring different types of technologies available to them and deliver these adaptation benefits for increased resilience of populations.
How is Craft delivering climate adaptation in food security crops?
My name is Marieke. I work for the Craft project, Climate Resilient Agribusiness for Tomorrow. And it's a project implemented by SNV with partners, where we work with private sector, so agribusinesses in 3 countries in food security crops. And actually the discussion about tipping the balance of climate finance is actually what we are working on. We work with science partners, so bringing in the science about climate, the science about what's going to happen with a crop in Kenya, Uganda and Tanzania, bringing that science, modeling and different adaptation pathways. We bring that to the private sector and develop business models. What we see is that working on climate adaptation through private sector and also bringing that message to financial institutions is that in food security crops, the informal, low-value crops, it's not so easy. No, the high-value crops, no, it's easy to invest in and you get a good return on investment. But in those low-value crops, it's more difficult, and therefore it's not only about technologies. It's actually looking at a service delivery model, a climate service delivery model. So it's a combination of adaptation measures. It can be insurance, it can be weather information, climate information, seasonal forecast. I haven't heard many people talk about seasonal forecast. The seeds, post-harvest handling. It's having that combination of services available that will allow smallholder farmers to become resilient, working with private sector.
The CASA programme is proud to be building partnerships across the world to drive investment for climate-resilient agri-food systems. Visit the events page, past events section, to hear other expert viewpoints shared in the CASA 4x4s and webinar series.